Well, good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club, I welcome you all here to the beautiful Brigantine, especially the owners and trainers and the connections with 11 horses. Wow, 11 horses! What a terrific time that is going to be. Especially we got three 3-year-olds and a weight deal. That's could be interesting, very interesting. Anyway, it's great. I want to thank, of course, the Brigantine and Mike Martin for hosting this affair. They've been a terrific partner for a number of years. And I just, want to tell everybody here that we are so pleased that the meet is going well and we're hanging in here. This should be a great day and a great race. And so please let me introduce the hero, the one and only Todd Strumpf. And by the way, thank you very much, FanDuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, they throw around the term icon and legend sometimes a little too much, but when it comes to our sport and what Joe Harper means to it and means to the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club, he's an absolute icon. And this partnership that FanDuel has had with Del Mar, he is the linchpin of so much that goes on here. And I hope we'll always recognize him with a thunderous round of applause, Joe Harper, for everything he's done. Of course, under the category of just when you thought you'd seen it all, we had to cancel a day of racing because of an impending hurricane turning into a tropical storm. So here I was just about a week and a half ago sitting at the courtyard by Marriott after it had cleared out, and I'm thinking, okay, racing's canceled tomorrow. I've got to work in the studio. Should I just stay in Del Mar? And it brought me back to about 31 years ago. My first job in racing was at Calder Racecourse in South Florida. I moved down in March of '92. In August of that year, they had one of the most powerful storms recorded in humankind. It was called Hurricane Andrew. And so I remember being from the Midwest, I thought, well, there's nothing worse than a tornado. Like, there's no way a hurricane's going to be worse than that. So I stayed at my apartment buildings that started to empty out. And then I went down by the pool, and they'd thrown all the pool furniture into the pool. I'm thinking, this is really different. I went to the grocery store, and I saw everyone lining up for canned goods and water. And my first thought is there must be some kind of sale. And then all of a sudden I realized, I think that storm that's sitting out in the ocean has gotten a lot more serious. So I got back home. I got a call from the marketing director, Mike Crona, at the time I called a race course. And he goes, do you have a place to stay? I'm like, yeah, I'm in my apartment. He's like, no, you need to come to a place that is sheltered. So we ended up staying in the jockey's room at Calder Racecourse. And for those of you who know Calder Racecourse, it is a huge, they sometimes call it a glass box in the middle of a swamp. If it had hit where it was supposed to, it would have been shards of glass everywhere. But the jockey's room was bunkered down. I remember staying there with the president, the general manager, and everyone else, and rode out Hurricane Andrew. But to be here at this meet and have a day canceled because of that tropical storm brought back a lot of memories. But it also demonstrated Del Mar's commitment to do things the right way. It is very easy to forget the state of California racing 4 years ago. It was in a difficult spot. But the leaders of this industry, starting with Del Mar, got together and said, how can we make things better? And not only have they made things better, they have made California the safest places to race. They have made Del Mar in back-to-back seasons, the average field size bigger than any other premier racetrack during the summer out in the country. As of just this Sunday, so going into Thursday racing, there have been 64 different winning trainers at Del Mar. Think about that for a moment. That is a level playing field. When you come to California, you get a fair shot, you get to race at a safe facility, and you get to race for some of the biggest purses in the country. But more importantly, we get to do it the right way out here. Del Mar has left a blueprint for the industry every step of the way. To you, Joe Harper, and I want to mention Josh Rubenstein, who is here today, as well as Walker McBride, who couldn't be here. I'll be asking you for a four-top on Saturday, Walker. I hope you're watching this. David Jerkins and Jay Robbins, the racing office, another example. They started that ship and win program, had no idea what it would turn into. It turned into be the exemplary really system to get horses to come out to your meet, and now other tracks are following suit. So David Jerkins, Jay Robbins, this field we have here, the fields we have on a daily basis, that's you. Thank you very much. And then Mac McBride is here. Mac McBride knows the history of Del Mar Racecourse better than anyone, and we're about to make history now with the 33rd running of the FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic. Congratulations on getting here. This is the defining race of the Del Mar meet. It has become more than that. It is the defining race that leads to the Breeders' Cup Classic. It has also been defined by John Sadler. John Sadler, maybe we will see a run like this one day, but 4 out of the last 5 winners have come from the Sadler barn. Good luck this year. So with that as our background, on behalf of all the employees, the men and women, very talented, very dedicated through FanDuel US and FanDuel Racing, we are pleased to carry this post-position live draw live here on FanDuel TV, and we are very pleased to be the presenting sponsor, and as Joe has pointed out, keep this race deserved as a $1 million purse. Do not miss our coverage this Saturday, but live here on FanDuel TV. Let's get underway with the post-position draw. Ed and Charlie are back from the racing office. Let's hear it for them. And I'll kind of repeat what they're saying, and then once we're done, we'll get the morning line on this race, and then I'm going to have Andy Biancone come up for some instant analysis and give you some brief comments on each horse. But again, congratulations on getting into this moment. Good luck on Saturday. Here is the field for the 33rd running of the FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic.
Number 9, Arabian Night.
Arabian Night, the beaten favorite, and the Haskell last time out, draws post position number 9.
7.
Number 7, Slow Down Andy.
Slow Down Andy, drawing post position 7 with Mario Gutierrez aboard.
2.
2, Katona.
Katona with one of the hottest riders at Del Mar right now, Antonio Frezu, having won 10 races last week, vaulted him all the way at a second behind Juan Hernandez. Look out for Katona.
1.
1, Go Rocket Ride.
Go Rocket Ride, post position 1. Mr. Mandel, I hope that was worth getting from your medical appointment to this post position draw for, but I think it'll work out for Go Rocket Ride.
8.
Number 8, Senor Buscador.
Senor Buscador for trainer Todd Fincher, upset winner of the San Diego last time out, draws post position number 8 with Giovanni Franco aboard.
10.
Number 10, Paroli.
Paroli gets post position 10 for trainer Michael McCarthy. Umberto Rispoli up.
11.
Number 11, Skinner.
Skinner, one of 3 3-year-olds in here. And as we said, they are going to get that weight break. As Joe mentioned, they'll get 6 pounds from their older counterparts. Hector Barrios aboard.
4.
Number 4, Tripoli.
Tripoli, he's trying to win this race, not back-to-back, but win it for a second time. He'll be a long shot this time around.
6.
Number 6, Order and Law.
Order and Law is post position number 6 with Edwin Maldonado aboard. Bob Hess, the trainer.
3.
Number 3, Stiletto Boy.
Stiletto Boy, I heard that out there. And Ed Moger Jr., along with his brother Steve here. And Steve got on a plane, got here, and got here just in time. And yeah, they've run Stiletto Boy pretty much everywhere but the Tokyo Fair, as we say, and he loves it. He has become a very popular horse.
And the 5.
And number 5, Defunded.
Number 5, Defunded for trainer Bob Baffert, who obviously has Arabian Night in here as well. Juan Hernandez will have the mount there. There is your field of 11 with their post positions for the 33rd running of the TVG Pacific Classic. Did you guys have morning line, or anyone have morning line?
Yeah, I'm going to put it 1 through. Here you go.
Okay. You want to call out the morning line to us?
I'll do it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to have the morning line called out to us, so keep your draw sheets. You have the post positions. You have the riders next to it. Here are the morning lines, and we will start from favorite to longest shot.
No.
We'll go in order?
Post position.
All right, we'll start in post position order. So the first morning line is for the 1, Go Rocket Ride.
5-2.
5-2.
Number 2, Katona, 20-1.
20-1 on Katona.
Number 3, Stiletto Boy, 8-1.
Stiletto Boy, an attractive price at 8-1.
Number 4, Tripoli, 20-1.
20-1 on a previous winner of the race, Tripoli.
Number 5, Defunded, 4-1.
Defunded, maybe the horse to catch, 4-1.
Number 6, Order and Law, 30-1.
30-1 on big long shot Order in Law.
Number 7, Slow Down Andy, 8-1.
8-1, interesting on Slow Down Andy.
Number 8, Senor Buscador, 10-1.
Winner of the San Diego goes at 10-1 in the morning line, Senor Buscador.
Number 9, Arabian Night, 3-1.
Arabian Night, as we said, was the favorite in the Haskell last time out when Go Rocket Ride beat him. And those two horses come in as 3-year-olds out of the Haskell. And right now they are morning line favorite and second choice.
Number 10, Paroli, 20-1.
And that leaves one horse, and that is Skinner.
Number 11, Skinner, 10-1.
10-1 on Skinner. Interesting price out there. I want to bring Andy Biancone in. She's one of the brightest stars at FanDuel TV. She's been such a pleasure to work with. Her father is accomplished all around the world in horse racing. Please welcome Andy Biancone. All right, you can dominate the mic here. So obviously the 3-year-olds get a lot of respect in here. Arabian Night and Go Rocket Ride. Andrea Mandela, daughter of Dick Mandela, told me this after they were celebrating up at Maurizio's that night. She couldn't be on the East Coast. She said she spoke to her dad in the morning, and he said, "I've got the right horse at the right time." And he was right. And boy, I'll tell you what, talk about making great visits to the Haskell, like 23 years in between. All Dick Mandela does is just show up and win the race when he feels like it. But is Go Rocket Ride the right horse at the right time right now?
100%. I think Go Rocket Ride is coming into his best. I mean, he's not done anything wrong. If you look at his past performances, he's 3 for 4. The worst he's ever done is second. The one hole, at least for me, he won from the one hole in the Haskell. So not going to bother him. The horse can do anything. He can ship. I think he's going to love Del Mar. He's been training well every time I've seen him in the morning. And I think he's the one to beat, obviously.
And so Go Rocket Ride gets that respect at 5-2 in the morning line. So amongst the 3-year-olds, they're kind of highlighted here with Go Rocket Ride and Arabian Night. What about Skinner, though? Should we be giving a little bit more credit to this horse than we are?
Skinner, obviously just such a hard-trying horse. I think he's another one who's coming into himself as of late as well and has been working extremely well from what I've heard. He had an opportunity to work under Hector Barrios recently, and it was a really impressive work from what I heard.
Okay, now the older horses who seem to be taking a back seat this year to the 3-year-olds. Stiletto Boy, we talked about his durability. He can run on any surface. He can run any distance. He can run around the country. But is this the year for him to get the elusive FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic?
It could be. I mean, he just seems to get better with age. He ages like fine wine, and he dances every dance. He shows up every time. I definitely think we can be in the mix, especially for a little bit of value.
Are you old enough to drink wine?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for that. Senor Buscador, speaking of older horses in there, he surprised people in the San Diego, but if you go back and look at his form, he was a horse that always had the talent, and now it seems like Todd Fincher has found the key as to how to win at Del Mar. Can Senor Buscador, the traditional prep from the San Diego to the FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic, pull off that double?
Senor Buscador, I think, is probably my favorite of the older horses. His performance in the San Diego was impressive for me. The way he rallied, came 5 wide. He clearly likes the track. He's clearly doing well here, and there's going to be a lot of pace in here, so that's going to be favorable for him.
So that brings up the question of Defunded, who was the favorite in the San Diego last time out. He likes to get out on the lead. He showed to us that he could come from off the pace, but it was by happenstance when he had a bad break a couple of starts ago. How do you explain kind of the subpar performance by Defunded last time out in the San Diego?
I think the race just didn't go his way. He got caught very wide. He was five wide in the turn, and I just think he kind of melted in the end. I think we can expect an improved performance here.
Okay, Katona is a horse that at one time you could have had in the maiden claiming ranks, and they did take him out of the maiden claiming ranks, maiden claiming 50,000. Doug O'Neill has him now. As far as barns at the meet, Doug O'Neill has been as consistent as anyone, and it seems like week to week to week is hot. This horse, the Pleasanton Mile, was kind of a new race last time out, and normally we would look at a horse coming from Pleasanton to the FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic, but this horse maybe seems to be the exception on a number of levels.
The Pleasanton Mile turned out to be quite a deep, salty field. There's no question Katona is coming into his best as of late in this 4-year-old season. He's got sitting on 2 wins. I don't think Doug O'Neill would put him in this spot if he thought he couldn't handle it. And from what I've heard, he's been working awesome. Gary Young came up to me and said, Katona is my long shot.
Then that is enough for me. Andy Biancone, excellent work. Andy's going to be coming around the room. Again, if your connections with the horses, she would like to get some interviews with you that we can have on FanDuel Racing. We are going to have a build-up all week long to Saturday. For those of you who are out in our audience right now, if you can still find tickets, come out and join us at Del Mar. Remember, there's still essentially 2 weeks left of racing. You've got to see Del Mar in person, but if you can't, you got the next best thing, watching us on FanDuel TV and playing through FanDuel Racing or TVG.com or the TVG app. Once again, congratulations to everyone, and thank you to Del Mar for their partnership with FanDuel. It means the world to us, and Saturday it all comes together with the FanDuel Racing Pacific Classic. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.